I have my dream job, but even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what to do about your busy work, they actually do it. That way your team can focus on what matters. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Serve, brought to you by ServiceNow. As we get to the Day 5 recap, JW in the house. Producer Mike.
Yes.
That room looks familiar. You're home. You are home. You are safely home.
I'm home. I flew all the way back to the United States, but sadly, I'm missing that village life a little bit. I got quite accustomed to Techie Sean being my roommate in the sweet flat that we found on Airbnb, and we found about 17 different coffee shops to walk to, including about 3 or 4 pubs. And then Sean informs me today that he went to a pub that a viewer or somebody had recommended to us called Hand in Hand, and he said it was better than they said. And so I'm a bit jealous. I'm missing you guys.
Hey, did you go to the coffee shop? Because there are a lot of good ones in the Wimbledon Village. Did you go to the coffee shop Gales while you were here?
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's the best one.
You ready? Okay, that's the best one. Take it, Sean. You ready for a little nug that's going to make you happy, Mike Hayden?
Okay.
I heard a rumor that there's a possibility that Gales could be coming to Charlotte at some point down the road.
Get out of here.
You got the WTA finals in Gales reportedly coming to Charlotte.
Are you breaking news?
You trafficked in rumor. I'm trafficking in rumor. No. The point is, Charlotte is becoming the epicenter for tennis.
It's Serve Studios. I mean, get out of here. What are we doing?
I love that place. I will be very excited if that place is added here. That was we went to the Served coffee shop too, which their logo looks very similar to ours. Lovely. I don't think we had, but I definitely think Gales was the best Americano. It was the best Americano.
Yeah, it's pretty great. That village life is pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I miss e-biking around. I mean, we were in the perfect location. I mean, I think it's the amount of people that I know that had to stay in hotels like outside of town and stuff, and they're not getting this experience. Like, I'm so grateful for the hosts that we had that put their house up. We met them when we checked in, and it's like, man, that more people that live in Wimbledon should put their houses up, because the better experience you can get is literally doing what Sean and I have been doing. And I miss you, roommate. I'm now back with a roommate with more rules. But yeah, let's get to some tennis.
One other thing I need to do just real quick while I'm thinking about it. So I came home in a daze like 2 days ago, and I had been talking with a friend of mine about Hornets basketball. And the gist of the conversation was, we're so happy that they extended Coach Lee and yada, yada, yada. I won't get into the details of it, but one of the names that was bandied about is like nobody's safe was Mike Malone. And I heard the name Mike Malone like 3 times before I got on air. I did a match earlier that day with Mike Monaco, who is like the fucking best, like uber talent, nicest guy ever, kind of walked Johnny Mack and I through our first match together, was perfect. And then I didn't realize that I said Mike Malone, the fucking really famous basketball coach, on air and messed up. And short version is I felt like a dipshit and wrote him and apologized, and he could not have been better about it. I can't wait. I'm working with him again tomorrow, calling a match, but I just needed to say that because I felt like a little turd about doing that.
It's big of you. When Mike Monaco coaches the Tar Heels to a national title, he'll take that back.
Or the Nuggets.
He was working.
Was Mike Monaco the coach of the Denver Nuggets when they won their title and then get fired? Seemingly.
But now he went to college. But he also, as long as they're bringing up Mike Monaco, wasn't he doing it very well, the College World Series like Tuesday?
No, he's absurd.
What a machine.
Like, we got through the whole match, and he was, I was asking him about it afterwards, and he was like, yeah, I'm tennis, and I was a casual, now I'm obsessed with it. And I'm like, man, you're really good at your job. I mean, it was really cool. Anyways, I felt like a stupid idiot, and he could not have been cooler. I kind of laid on the grenade, and he was like, dude, this is like not even worth your time texting, but I felt bad anyways. All right, let's get to some tennis for day 5 recap. Sinner rolls over Brooksby, still look great. Still misfiring on the forehand a little, but we're just like nitpicking. his ability to step up after missing a couple forehands and admitting that it wasn't feeling great and to just swing again with no reservation, there's a buildup of confidence from the last 3 years.
After your breakdown, I believe from the bunker, I was watching that. I don't know. I mean, I saw more winners than errors. I thought Brooksby played pretty well. Center court, big occasion. I thought Brooksby did well for himself.
He was out on court one, and he was like,
court one,
Brooksby was great. Like he just had to defend his serve too often. Like it was just a matter of one guy rolling through service games and one guy getting to 15-all, 30-all more frequently. But I mean, Brooksby's story is phenomenal. Totally shined a light on him for those needing context. He announced in December of 2024 that he is on the autism spectrum, was nonverbal until he was 4 years old. And he's talked about how he wants to inspire others. And I'll tell you what, JW, he is absolutely doing that. He is awesome.
Go read that story written by the late, great Howard Fendrich. And also, I've spoken to him about it, and it's interesting that tennis actually kind of suits neurodivergence. We can talk about this not on a rap show. It's a really interesting topic.
I mean, listen, we can talk about whatever the fuck we want. This is like the first time that I've been doing stuff all day where I haven't had a shot clock on me.
Someone in your ear.
No, but I mean, it's just, he kind of talks about how he's able to focus on one thing for an extended period of time. And he's like, he almost like it comes off. I'm like, he's talking about a superpower. He is really, really, really an amazing figure in this game of tennis. I think it needs to be talked about more. I think he is amazing.
I couldn't agree more. And I think that it's really, it's one of these things that I don't know if we think about it, but yeah, there's some traits of being neurodivergent that actually are really conducive to an individual sport, whether it's hitting 500 forehands or whether it's not getting too emotional, high or low during a match.
Yep.
And he's also he's a unique singular player.
Yep.
And he also bounces back from adversity. And I thought he was right in that. I mean, I think it was the upper break, and you called it.
He was breaking, actually. He broke Sinner twice in the third set. Sinner served for the match at 5-3, then broke him at 5-4. But like, he was playing the right way. He didn't, he was trying to stay up on the baseline. It was just, if he didn't hit it perfectly and he was kind of crowding the baseline, there was just no way to recover with the power that Sinner could have to the corners. And like, you kind of felt the water pressure, and the dam would break all of a sudden. But he did himself proud here. He did a lot of people proud for a lot of reasons. Very cool story with Jenson Brooksby. I hope we see way more of him in the future, and I know we will. Hubie Hurkacz upset Tommy Paul. I guess upset, like half upset.
It's
like Krejcikova, Andreeva.
Exactly. Upset let.
Yeah. Knows how to play. Currently ranked 96 in the world. Has been inside the top 10. Won a Masters 1000.
Miami.
Remember who he beat in the final? A young Jannik Sinner back in the day to win that Miami tournament. He knows how to play on grass. Was the last person on earth to beat.
Yep, Roger Federer
in Wimbledon. Good stuff today. Tommy Paul was playing. I mean, he played pretty well. Hubie just served massive. He's got one of the top 6-7 serves on earth still. I don't care if he's ranked 96 in the world. His serve is 6 in the world. Fantastic stuff. Struff Medvedev. Did you see any of that?
I saw score lines. I saw a little bit of that. I mean, sometimes Medvedev looked great, and sometimes he looked like a guy who walked in from like the Renaissance Fair. I mean, he just had some absolutely bafflingly badly played games, and then he'd have terrific games. I think he was up a break in all 3 sets.
Yeah, it's interesting because like you look at upsets on paper, and obviously Struff currently ranked, I think, 74 in the world, and Medvedev obviously seeded 8, but that's even low for his pedigree, right? So he's former world number 1 Grand Slam champion. But if you get a fast surface and you get someone who likes to come forward, that's a matchup issue for Medi, right? Like he doesn't like it when guys pressure him, can't go quite as far back to return on grass, has to adjust return position. So you looked at that one and say that could be a little uncomfortable. And Struff played fantastic. Third day in a row that he played. He was, I think, Nakashima served for the match against Struff the other day.
5 days in a row, I think. No, 3 days in a row. But also, 36 years old.
Oh, that's
sneak up on you a little bit.
I would have had, I don't know. I think I would have said like 31 or 32.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Good one.
Davidovich Fokina gets through Fucsovics. Mochizuki, you had him in your draw to the round of 16, right? 151 in the world.
Was he a former Wimbledon junior champ? Can we check that?
2019 won the boys title at Wimbledon. When you work at ESPN all day, I know these numbers
I was
inside
going
and out.
to say, you're a research department.
I have never been more prepared in my life for an episode of Surf.
You see this
I
notepad?
love
This
this.
notepad is strictly decorative
This
because
is-
I've got tennis Anthropic.
Throw this out.
Right. We've got tennis Anthropic over here. Right behind our court, Mochizuki played Ethan Quinn the other day. And I'm thinking, this guy's he's a qualifier.
Yeah,
And I'm
Ethan Quinn beat Darderi first round. How far do you want to go with this?
This guy, oh man.
Yeah.
What do we
It's- I know.
wind him up?
jeez.
He was a qualifier, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Sinner. I don't have the draw in front. Sinner's next opponent, I believe.
Sinner it's his next opponent, and then he plays the winner of Struff and Hubie.
No notes.
So Sinner will not play a seed until the semifinals, as it stands right now. But
Mochizuki's good. He's fun. He's quick.
No
he's
one had him
very
beating-
clever.
I mean, no one had him beating Hodor.
And he's a great watch. I would
Fantastic.
encourage everyone to. He's an all-court player, and he's sort of chips and actually really nice hands at the net. He's fun.
Yeah,
good win for him.
Really fun to watch. I'm excited. Like this next little section, Osaka looked amazing. Went right through Kazakhina 1-3. Osaka has looked amazing. Weird stat is she's never been to the second week of Wimbledon before today.
And had never been to the second week of Roland Garros before this year. Suddenly, she's playing some really nice tennis. And I also thought Kazakhina had nothing to hurt her with. I mean, this was one-way traffic, but she looks very comfortable on this surface all of a sudden.
Her movement looks different.
that's what I meant.
She
Yeah,
looks extremely fit. Like her movement out of the corners, the small steps. Because I mean, listen, she's a ball striker, right? She's blunt force trauma. That's her elite superpower. If she's moving well, on top of that, that's a bonus. She's playing fantastic. Plays Sabalenka next, who went through Ostapenko. Like, that's an interesting match. I know they played 4 times. This will be the 4th time this year. They played a bunch. There's recency. They just played at Roland Garros. I don't know how much you can take those matchups beyond, I don't know, maybe them knowing each other's serving patterns under pressure or something. But like, grass is very different. Osaka looks really good.
She looks really good. And remember, those two played at the 2018 U.S. Open, and it was sort of one of the just fire versus fire match. I mean, this was all offense. And everyone said, we have the next great rivalry in women's tennis. They would go years and years without facing each other. They both have the same number of majors. They both have won majors only in Australia, in New York. I mean, there's real symmetry there.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden this year, they seem like they're playing every week. This should be fun. And yeah, I would not read too much into their previous encounters.
You can go ahead and just put that in pen. That one will be on center court. Coco Gauff gets through again and clear
Rinse and repeat, huh?
I mean, it just white knuckling them home. I mean, just getting through it. But you know what I thought today? I was watching, and I actually was thinking it, and then she kind of asked about it, and then I asked her about it on the desk, and her response, I actually started laughing very hard on the desk because she said it so nonchalantly, and it was insane to me, but also very real for her. I said, one of the things, like the common narrative that you always hear is like, she's a competitor, she figures it out, and I said, when you don't have your best stuff, you still find a way to get through, which, by the way, is a skill. People use it as a criticism. It's a skill. I go, but the part that doesn't get talked about enough is, in order to do that, you have to be able to have full trust in your legs. Like, you have to be able to have 2.5 hours all the time. I had the resource at ESPN, and I'll use this on air at some point, but I had them run, how much does Coco Gauff run, like on a miles per match basis, more than Aryna Sabalenka per match? It's almost 30% more every match.
All right. Do we think this is because she's playing that many more points, or because within the point she's grinding and playing more defense?
Yes. It's all of those things. So she got asked, like a post match, those awkward ones where for some reason, and I haven't gotten a good answer, the interviewer stands 77 feet away from the player.
COVID.
Okay.
No,
great.
get out of here.
You got to see this. It's literally like,
have you noticed it? Like, you're not going to be able to see anything else.
I've noticed.
No, but
it's
it's like
crazy.
2020 once its protocol back. It's like
I was talking to Fowler today. I was like, I think what I would do is I would flip the interview and be like, why are you standing so far away from me? And I think I would pick up the stand and walk and stand next to him and say, that's better. Anyway, so they basically said, like, how do you recover after some long matches? And Coco almost looked confused by the question. She's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd do an ice bath or something. So I asked her at the desk. I was like, you almost like laughed. I was like, you don't really. And she goes, oh no, like I've actually never been tired playing a tennis match. Said those words.
She said, I don't think I've ever gotten tired on court, was the quote.
I don't think I've ever gotten tired on court. She said one time when I was 14 years old, I remember being tired.
oh my God.
She's like, I was cramped when I was 14.
What do you think she
like,
thinks when she sees people like booting or just pulling the ripcord after 2 hours?
She doesn't understand.
That's great.
And so Eubanks was like, did you ice bath? She's like, yeah, I did. But it was basically just because like, I mean, my team told me to, so I did it. She goes, but I don't really get sore unless I have like a heavy lift, which I'm not doing now. But she goes, I don't really get sore from tennis. And I've never really been tired as a professional tennis player playing tennis.
That's a gift.
I literally started laughing.
You know what though? Now that you say it,
She's never been tired.
I know what. Can you ever recall her like doubled over or like with her tongue hanging out of her mouth? Like now that you say it, I'm like, you know what? And I remember a lot of times for a lot of her career, she played doubles and they're off. Now that you say it, I'm like, you know what? It's kind of a good point.
She was so confused by the suggestion that recovery was needed.
That's really funny.
Her family's so athletic, right? Her mom was a successful athlete at Florida State. Her dad played basketball. Her little brother, who's 18, is like a top 5 prospect in baseball as a catcher, a switch hitting catcher. And then the even younger brother is like a top talent at football. Like
I know. I get genetics, but they've probably.
You need recovery?
The younger brothers have probably been tired.
I was going to say, you play catcher for 9 innings, you get tired.
I got tired when I woke up in the middle of the night. I had to walk to take a piss last night. Like, I mean, what are we talking about here? I cramped twice last night.
You had an MTO.
Once in my foot and then my hammy. Like it was
the trainer.
It was horrible.
It's really funny though. Now that you say it though, have you ever seen her like take more time after a long point or it's kind of an interesting point.
It was as if I asked her the question in French.
Yeah, right.
She was like, I don't know. I mean,
what's your record in best of 5 matches?
I don't know. I've never really been tired.
This concept you discussed.
Oh, okay, great. Like, well, fuck me then. I mean, I don't,
Tell 2 things about that match real quick.
Yeah.
Claire Liu, shout out. Another former Wimbledon junior champion, by the way. She's had a bit of a rough go of it on tour and was qualified here. Remember Slolinska in Paris, who like mid-tournament had to go find, luckily Airbnb to the rescue, but her hotel ran out. Marriott said no more lounge access. So clearly, apart from everything else, had to go find housing midway through this tournament. I also thought Coco double faulted the second set on set point.
Yeah.
And you're thinking like, oh boy, here we go. And you go to your chair. Not only have you lost the set, but there goes the double fault on set point. Mm-hmm. Her ability to reset is something I think we take for granted.
Yeah,
not quite as much as we take for granted her fitness, but
she doesn't have to worry about catching her breath.
Yeah, exactly. It helps when you don't get
Get
tired.
on with it. It was like this most psychotic thing.
Aqualung.
That's actually the second most psychotic thing I've ever seen. I once saw
What's first?
David Ferrer play a match. Like he played like a 3-setter at Indian Wells. And then I was in the car going home and I saw him running. And then I went to dinner at a hotel later that night and walked past the bar and he was ripping a heater at the bar.
Just dragging a cig.
He also doesn't get tired and smokes heaters. So one up to Coco there. Jess Pegula rolls.
As far as you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Jess Pegula rolls is becoming redundant at this event, huh?
Yeah, and listen, a lot of your pick is still alive to win. Well deserved. Iga Świątek next.
Yep.
Pegula 2-0. They last played in Charleston. Iga Świątek is a star, will be a massive household name type star. But I do think Jess Pegula, her game is really, really, really well suited for this surface.
Yeah, and I think she also temperamentally is well suited for the surface. This is an interesting, it's 2 Americans. I think Jess was actually really good talking about this. She's like, it's not a ego thing and it's not pulling rank, but playing an American to Jess hits differently. I mean, she said it's a different kind of motivation. There's some sort of generational motivation. Iga Świątek also spoke very fondly and flatteringly of
She
Jess.
loves Jess.
This should be fun. This should be a good match.
I think it'll be great. Belinda Bencic.
Yeah, another.
Gets
She's
through against
Euro Pagula.
Yeah.
Another former Wimbledon junior champ, by the way. She got through 7. It was 7-6, 7-6
against Kalinskaya. Yeah. Plays Coco next. Coco 5-2 in the head-to-head. This will be the first test. Coco surviving against Sierra, but throwing some Chop City in the middle of the court and just relying on her wheels to get through, like willing herself to victory, doing what she had to do. I don't know that works against Belinda Bencic. We know the playbook. Pace to the forehand, especially on this surface. Rinse, repeat, play behind her when she's moving. I get it. This will be a stiff test for Coco Gauff.
Yeah, and they've had tough matches in the past, as you know.
Muhova, moving on. We talked about Iga Świątek. Krejcikova.
Again,
Man.
look out.
She's kind of cool, man.
She's getting motivation.
I like her. She was on the studio's right there, so like I kind of have a special eye on court 18 just because it's right behind us today. And she just went about her business. Like she just knows how to freaking play tennis. Like she's just a really good tennis player.
She's really fun to watch too, that you forget. She's a really good athlete. She's a versatile game, that forehand that she winds up, and there's something sort of old school, but also no one plays like her.
It's old school. I don't know this for a fact, and I'm sure someone will know better and correct me. Her swing speed isn't like crazy fast, like whipping the racket around, right? She has this big swing. I guarantee that racket is like heavier than normal because the swing speed isn't insane, at least to the eye, but then what she gets out of it, like the ball comes off thick. Like it is
both sides too.
Both sides. It's really fun to watch. She just knows how to play tennis, like not going to get affected by highs and lows. All right. Service now, stat of the day. JW, if I said today's stat of the day is 105, what do you think I would be referring to?
Oh, I know. Does it have to do with a certain 24-time major champion?
It is, yes. Tell everyone what the stat of the day is.
Novak Djokovic, we're talking about, by getting through in 4 sets, 3 hours and change, so probably not thrilled about that, but beating Rinderknecht in 4 sets, Novak Djokovic now has won 105 matches at Wimbledon, which, you want to take the baton?
The all-time record for wins on the men's side with some guy named Federer, which is the perfect opportunity to say that the all-time record, all in, not gender specific, Martina Navratilova at 120. So think about this. Let's think about how good Roger's been. Let's think about how good Novak's been. And then let's kind of pan out 120. So Novak from right now would have to win more than 2 full Wimbledons to match Martina Navratilova. That's how good she was at this tournament. 9 singles titles.
It probably helps when she's still winning. I believe the last of her number 120 came when she was in her mid-40s.
She's so, like, there's so many cool stats about her. With the Serena coming back and the, people saying she's coming back. Martina Navratilova won a singles match at Wimbledon when she was 47 years old.
She won a major in mixed
at over 50.
But I'll give you 2 real quick, as long as we're being nerds. First of all, Martina won 20 titles total at Wimbledon. Here's a crazy one. The very first one was not against, but with Chris Evert.
In doubles.
1976 doubles. Who knew at the time that they would become great rivals? So her first title actually was with Chris Evert on the court, not on the other side of the net. I was looking up Novak. 95 matches won at the U.S. Open. So in theory, if he gets to the semifinals,
slam.
Yeah,
he's
like,
like
which is worse.
Exactly. He's like a full slam behind
exactly. What's his problem? I mean, remember there was there was an untimely default in there. He missed 20. I mean, but anyway, if he gets to the semis of the U.S. Open, he will have triple-digit wins at all 4. I mean, it's you can't say this without laughing.
Yeah, I do want to say, because you mentioned Chrissy. And I want to give you some space also because you had a big part in their documentary. We're going to end the show after this. I'm going to do it's not going to be an energetic goodbye. We love Chrissy Evert. Going through cancer again, not here with ESPN. All-time legend. obviously the numbers speak for themselves, the majors, the rivalries, everything else. Being in her space at ESPN and hearing the way that the team talks about her. I love Chrissy because I'm a fan of Chrissy. I don't know that I'm close with Chrissy. All I want to do is be friends with Chrissy. But hearing the way that people who have worked with her for tens of years talk about her when she's not around, think about her, have her top of mind, it really, really, really makes an impression on who she is as a human.
She was a titan, this goddess in an individual sport, and also you hear so many stories that she's the consummate team player as well. We're thinking of her. I know she's watching. She's watching you. She's enjoying your coverage and your commentary, and I think it's great that tennis is bringing her pleasure during an unpleasant time. And yeah, we're all thinking of her.
In a dream of dreams, I would love to work with Chrissy one day. Thought it would be here. And, you know, I know it will be at the U.S. Open. We're thinking of you. Chrissy, we love you. This has been Served, brought to you by ServiceNow. We will see you tomorrow.
I have my dream job, but even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what to do about your busy work, they actually do it. That way your team can focus on what matters. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.